Welcome to Chasing Hard Tips, Keys to Victory, NRL Round 5. Thursday and Friday Night Football. First up is the Raiders versus the Sharks. The Raiders' Xavier Savage is running in a hot form. His kick chase game is as good as Zach Lomax at his best. He's full of desire to be involved in defence and attack, and he's getting rewarded for it. The Raiders' Owen Paddy's going to be a huge star. He makes a difference the second he gets on. Corey Horsburgh's a weak link for the Raiders. His game's full of unforced errors and penalties. The Raiders look their best when they run in numbers and swarm in defence. The Raiders are $2.35 for the win. A Xavier Savage try get you $2.05. Owen Paddy's $5.50 for a try. And if you think Corey Horsburgh can get over, you'll get $6. Now for the Sharks. Nico Hines started the year in hot form, but the last few games he started to crash and burn. Hines and the Sharks' right-hand side defence was terrorised by the Dogs' Preston in the Sharks' catastrophic loss to the Dogs. Hines' halves partner Trindle has been missing in action the last few games and owes his boys and fans a huge game to make up for it. The Sharks are $1.60 for the win, and Nico Hines try get you $3.50 and Braden Trindle get you $3.25. Now for Game 1 on Friday Night Football, the Panthers versus the Cowboys. The Penrith Panthers have proven they're not a first-grade team without Cleary and Lulai. Nathan Cleary proved the age-old saying if real footballers don't play in bad teams is still 100% true. In the absence of Cleary, Liam Martin's been the biggest standout for the Panthers. The main adjustment I still want to see the Panthers make is their defence. I still think their defensive line is too compressed and their wingers won't stay on the man. The Panthers are $1.23 for the win. Nathan Cleary's $3.10 for a try, and a Liam Martin try to get you $3.25. Now for the Cowboys. Jeremiah Nano had a huge game in defence and attack in the Cowboys' big win over the Raiders. And I can't understand why he's been on the bench and in reserve grade. He made some great one-on-one stops and half breaks. John Bateman is done as an NRL player, and I don't know why he's in first grade. He's not putting his body on the line, and he's not showing any passion. Jake Clifford had his best game as an NRL player against the Raiders, and I'm excited to see if he can back it up again and show he's a real footballer. The Cowboys are $4.20 for the win. A Jeremiah Nano tries $3.50, John Bateman's $4.75, and Jake Clifford's $5.50 for a try. Now for Game 2 on Friday Night Football, the Rabbitohs versus the Roosters. Taylor Duncan had his best game as a Rabbitoh against the Panthers and should be in the starting team every week. Matangi and Siva Havili are both in top form and had big games against the Panthers and caught my eye with power carries and huge work rates. Latrell Mitchell is first up in the centres on a return from a hamstring injury and all eyes are going to be on him. The Rabbitohs are $1.67 for the win. A Talis Duncan try will get you $4. Matangi's $2.90. Siva Havili's $4.75 for a try. And if you think Latrell Mitchell can get over, you'll get $2.25. Now for the Roosters. Connor Watson is back in the hooking role for the Roosters. Zach Docker-Clay had a blinder in Watson's absence, and he made some huge meters from dummy half and will be a huge asset when he gets on the field against the Rabbitohs. James Tedesco has found his best form, making huge kick return meters and using nice angles to slice through defensive lines. The Roosters' kicking game is an area they really have to fix this week. The Roosters are $2.20 for the win. Connor Watson tries $4. Zach Docker-Clay's $5.50 if you can get over. James Tedesco's $2.50. That's it for Thursday and Friday Night Football Round 5, and I'll see you all at full time.